You're back with the most shadow band man in the land, and driving once again. Let's okay. Hurry up, damn grandpa. Come on, what the hell. Anyway, once again, people have been fooled by another Afrocentric con artist, another ghetto Egyptologist, and unlike Marshall Daniels, aka Young Pharaoh, who I like to refer to him as Young Pseudo or Young Homo, affectionately. This guy was actually the guy who was crafty enough to con the con artist Marshall Daniels. I'm talking about none other than brother Polight. Actually, his brother Polight. His real name, Michael Nowak. All these guys get these grandiose names. Like it's instead of them actually being scholars, because you don't necessarily have to go to college or any sort of institution to be a scholar, but they claim to be scholars, but then they look and act like rappers. And unfortunately, the Afro American community eats it up. Like it's unbelievable. They fall for these hucksters, con artists, and shills, and it's just to no end. This guy was another individual who claimed that the black woman was God, and he also was actually schooled by and probably groomed by another prolific pedophile and sex offender, Malachi Z. York, also named Dwight York. I don't know which one was his real name. He changed his name so many times. He had over 12 monikers that he went by. But once again, you people have been fooled. People tell you, and I don't even know why people want to hear this crap, because with this whole black woman is God, I guess you could call it a religion or a theology. Um, how could somebody be a god if, again, how many planets? I haven't seen anybody, any human being create a planet, a universe. So why people want to refer to other people as gods is beyond me. But I talked about this before. This has happened, throughout history. But here we go again. This guy has been accused of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, the daughter of his girlfriend. And this guy's also, I don't know if he still has, but he had numerous wives. And allegedly one of his wives, one of his wives from his early videos, I know she left him because she had a miscarriage because of his pseudo. Another thing this guy tried to do that was dangerous. He conned people. He's another one of these, I guess you could say, what do you call it? I always forget whether it's homeopathic or allopathic, but he's one of these non-traditional medicine cure-all people. And he claimed that they were, with his little cult, that they were delivering their own children. And from what I heard, she actually, delivered without going to a hospital, and the child ended up dying. And after that, you never saw her in any of his videos. She was like, I think, the third out of his first three wives. But, apparently that's not enough. This guy has girlfriends on the side. And then he's another one. Okay, that once he got rich off of conning you people, he got rich, and then he did the same thing that Marshall Daniels, aka Young Pseudo, did. He said he moved to Beverly Hills, and he told you people he doesn't want. He called black people animals, called his fellow black Americans animals, and said he didn't want to live around you people. So, these people, they use you. They lie to you about religion. They don't teach you anything of value when it comes to theology. You eat it up because I guess it's what you want to hear. For some reason now, within the zeitgeist of the black American population, the black woman is God. It's like it's something that makes people ecstatic, and they throw away money and praise to these guys who claim that, and then these guys do the exact opposite. Next thing you know, Brother Polight, aka Michael Nowak, is with white women. He's courtside at NBA games. And let's keep in mind, I think the government likes these people, like these young Pharaoh types, because they lead you down these rabbit holes. And Brother Polight, they take you down rabbit holes, and they disinform and misinform you, and the government loves that. So they let these guys stay out. Because another thing this guy did, he was caught in several cons that if any of us were to do them, we would get in trouble for fraud. This guy should have been in jail a while ago for fraud. Why he never went to jail for fraud is beyond me. Because again, if any of us were to do some of the things he's done, we would probably be in jail for fraud. And it disgusts me that he was never made to pay back some of the scams. The scams that Marshall Daniels fell for, aka young homo, he fell for this status correction. That's another nonsense thing that it doesn't only happen in the black community, but it also happens in the white American community as well. You have these sovereign citizen people. Sovereign citizen movement is total horseshit. You know, if you're born in this country, you gotta obey the laws of the land. You're not sovereign even in your household, on your own land that you bought and paid for. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. You're not outside of the jurisdiction of the United States, so there was no status correction. But that was his first big scam, and that's the one that young Pseudo fell for. And keep in mind, this guy was stupid enough to fall for Brother Polight's scam of this status correction, and people followed him anyway. You have the stupid leading the stupid in the black community, you know. So I mean, it is what it is. One of the sad aspects that we have to cope with in our ethnic group right now. But yeah, this guy, Brother Polight, drugged up his girlfriend's daughter at a hotel and had his way with her, at least orally, from what the evidence said. Now this all hasn't been proven in court. These are all allegations. So let me get that out of the way. Even though the evidence is pretty much, I think, foolproof, because they have his DNA on the girl's shirt and around her mouth. So they did a rape kit. The mom, and he told the mom, please don't report this because it could ruin my career. How he had a career, I don't know. Because again, another scam that he did was he pretended like he was building some sort of apartment building out of shipping containers and trying to raising money off of that false pretense. So this guy is a habitual con artist, yet he never got in trouble for it. I think when people like this are out in the black community, it looks like the government looks the other way, because it's I guess from